The Fab Show spotlights creative contributors of color in American theater. Musical genres like jazz, ragtime, gospel, hip-hop, and classical have all been performed by African Americans on Broadway stages and all around the world. The Fab Show highlights musical and movement styles from the 1900s to the present day. Get ready for a multi-talented cast that will sing, dance, and play instruments as they present original prose and poems, along with writings and interviews of Langston Hughes, James Weldon Johnson, Eubie Blake, Florence Mills, and more. The book and several songs were written by, again, the amazing CJay Philip, who combines comedy with a sense of community while navigating the history of American theater. These artists involved in this play that are being highlighted were brilliant and magical, but still very human.
We have gathered you today for a story that begins here. Journey will take us all the way from there and bring us back here.
We
spiritual. So, let the learning journey begin. With respect and care for all the forefathers who got us from there back to here.
If we run from our past just because of the sting, we miss resilience, community, and beauty within. Remember when, remember when, remember when, I remember when, remember when.
So please, settle in among family and friends
As we strive to understand where, who, and when. To remember our ancestors and the times they were in. Way back when, remember when, I remember when, remember when. Way back when, remember when, I remember when. Oh, remember hopscotch?
playing rocks,
Braiding hair on the court.
Basketball.
Yes! Double dutch!
football, two-hand touch,
Ooh, running wild. Running free.
running for the neighborhood bully.
The good old days.
Days gone by.
Good riddance if you ask me.
Ooh, I remember red, white, blue popsicles from the holiday summer. Yep, and colors dripping down the side, filling in the wrapper, spilling all over my hand. Oh, hot, sticky, sugar, sweet. That red, white popsicle too.
I remember a game called Steal the Bacon. Now that was a crazy game. The two of you right in the center, the person who never game was right back at you. But that was a crazy game. Who's stealing bacon? Remember when? Way back when, remember when? I remember when, remember when? Way back when, remember when? I remember when? She rocks in the chicken town all day long, all the way above the head of singing that song. All the little birds on the street, melody rock the way.
You got some moves too.
I remember having a Debbie Allen poster on my wall. I had only ever seen her in movies, never up on stage. But just from that one poster, I knew she had it all. The singing, the dancing, the acting, in movies and Broadway. I kept that poster on my wall just for the hopes that I could meet her there someday.
My Broadway dream, Ben Vereen.
What'd you say?
He holds the stage like no one I've ever seen. Song, dance, it didn't matter much. He would bring a sense of flair with that shoulders touch. Iconic roles like Judas, Pippin. I got to meet him once. Yes, and I was tripping.
Oh, I love all things Broadway.
I second that.
But the only thing better was Broadway Black.
Ooh, hey, what's on this island?
Watch it first.
Oh, don't forget comments, John.
Oh, you're taking it back. Hey, what about you?
I don't have it like that.
Like what?
Broadway is expensive, yo. It's not like you can just get up and go. Not every art form is for the everyday Joe. Back when Broadway first started, blacks couldn't even go. And I come where I wanted, but if you press me out, you tell me I'm not welcome here so I get more clout. And that's not cool. I'm good to see shows on the small stage. If Broadway is what you like, do you? I'm working off of the different things.
We all don't have to be on the same page. There are diverse lived experiences even within the same race.
No doubt, true.
And if I can add a caveat to your Black Broadway hype, you're right. There are plenty of Black on the Broadway scene. That's just not how any of those shows were made.
What are you bringing up now?
Dreamgirls, Memphis, Once on the Island, Carmen Jones and Cabin in the Sky, all Black shows. Written, composed, and produced by white guys.
I'm sorry, what?
Dreamgirls, Henry Krieger and Tom Ian. Yo! Memphis, David Bryan and Joe DiPietro. Hey! Or Once on the Island, Stephen Flaherty and Lynn Aaron. Watch your set.
Those are very white names.
But at least the latter was based on a book by Rosa Guy from Trinidad. But Oscar Hammerstein's take on Joe and Carmen and Cabin in the Sky.
Hey! I think we're good.
We get your point.
Yep.
And there's the sin. But there's resilience, community, and beauty within.
I don't care. I still love all those Broadway shows.
And I feel like you just ruined it for me.
Oh, but why? I'm just saying that we need to know our history.
We should tell our own stories for us and by us. Fool.
want to control the narrative.
Why does it right ahead?
But if I can only tell my own story and not others, does that mean that I can only write about people of color?
Good boy.
Do you really want to box creativity in? Does segregated storytelling feel like a win? Paul Dunbar wrote a novel solely about whites, and even in 1898, I was his rights.
So, what do we do? What are the rules? Golden?
Do unto others as you have them do you, with respect and care.
It's too late for them. That money is spent. Meanwhile, those stories they told ain't got a cent.
We all know stories of artists not getting their dues.
It is what it is. What you gonna do?
You think you know so much, like you some sort of scholar. Did you know the Greens sold their royalties for $1?
Dang, I did not know that.
$1?
Oh, man, so let
American theater, like American culture, is fraught with the history of modernizing the arts. A fair exchange of consideration to another.
It's a whole
Something was wrong. Something is wrong. Something is done. And you tell me if you know. I don't know about all of that, but the brings you is that love.
While we stirring up all this mess, what's gonna be done now is how to move forward. Good, bad, best. Is how to move forward. Good, bad, best.
Your arms are too short to box with God.
For colored girls who consider suicide when the rainbow is enough.
Bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
Don't bother me because I can't come. All shows by us, for us, for everyone to see. But is it enough?
That's just music. But when you think of the plays, the writers that we've produced have filled the world with stages. Lorraine Hansford, August Wilson, Lynn Knox, Susan Lloyd Park, Langston Hughes.
But is it enough?
What about all the newer shows? Thoughts of a Colored Man,
Strange moves.
Jaja's African Hair Braiding, on Broadway.
I'm feeling that I'm hearing a deeper need within, and an empty circle for all that's been taken from our culture, legacy, family, our soul. This is gonna stay. The answer is no. It will never be enough. So don't make that your goal. No amount of restitution, reparation, achievement, or goal is truly enough to fill that soul aching hole. This work is done from the inside out, digging down into roots and run deep and well up from within to fill our hearts full. When we remember when. Remember when, way back when, remember when, I remember when.
Remember when, way back when, remember when.
I remember when. I remember when African American theater was created by the blacks and it thrived. Writers, actors, composers, men and women enshrined along the streets of Harlem.
Not merely a colony, or a community, or a settlement, but a black city, located in the heart of white Manhattan and contains more Negroes to the square mile than any other spot on earth. it strikes the uninformed observer as a phenomenon, a miracle.
Colonel Langston Hughes. When I returned home from the war, I had a desire to form a theater for the people. The Harlem 16 Theater made up of 125th. Our show dealt with the experiences, challenges, and the hopes of our experience. And as our name implies, our show had only enough crowd to fit inside one suitcase. Now, while we were in Harlem, Broadway had its biggest show of the season with Eubie Blake, No Sizzle, Melody Lights, Shuffle. Everybody was in the audience, including me, and it was a hunch. Right, swift, funny, rollicking game with the dullest singable and then able to. Like this.
After your final performance.
Oh, well, how can Sean be presentable? Oh, who's that girl?
I don't know. That's big. The other girls are going around crazy, but the audience loves her.
Oh, I can see why. She has something special.
But no, you've got something. You're our very own Blackbird of Broadway. Now get dressed and get out there for your solo. Does she know?
Not exactly. I told her the producers are here, but not that they want to offer her a contract at the London Pavilion.
London? Shh, that's big. Especially for a colored woman.
I was standing when I heard about the illness and the death of Florence Mills. They called her the Queen of Happiness. She was a shining star whose light dimmed too soon.
Time flies. Weeks, days, a lifetime. Moving through my fingers, moments glide by. Moments of a lifetime that just keeps going, keeps flying through my fingers like a breeze you can feel, but can't catch. Flying by. A lifetime flies through my fingers, like a breeze you can feel, but can't quite catch. I wrote the views of Shutter Law with lyrics by Noble Sissel and the book by Miller Drive. It was tough getting white producers to believe we had something worth showing. but we toured on a shoestring budget, night after night, and when we finally hit Broadway, man, we were the sensation on 63rd Street, with my music styles and a chorus of black folks from one end of the stage to the next. Over 500 performances on Broadway, which was unheard of. Folks were pouring in, so they had to turn a two-way street in front of the theater to a one-way, just to control the crowd. Everybody and their mother's brother was there, especially chauffeurs, coming in with their pencils and pads, taking notes, and bringing them back to the Follies and other white shows, trying to do what we do. It's been that way for years. As much as they put us down and put us through, there's a special something we got. I see it reflected in their eyes as they stare back at us on that bright Broadway stage. After closing on Broadway, the show went on to have multiple touring companies for over 3 years. They even played white theaters across the country. Everyone wanted to see it. Yeah, Shuffle Along was a black Broadway, but it wasn't the first. That title goes to someone else.
One of the first orchestras to feature Ragtime and syncopated music. Composer of the origin of the pickle in 1898 on Broadway's Casino Theater Garden.
Can you believe we're seeing this man, the legend? Of course.
I can't.
I mean, listen to his stats.
I know.
When there's no
You read about that? Now coming to the ring. Coming to you from Athens, Georgia, a scrappy showman who cut his teeth in vaudeville. His first collaboration with Weldon Johnson in 1898 brought their school a trip to Chinatown to the Third Avenue Theater. A trip to Toontown was on Broadway. He later teamed up a different set of Johnson brothers for the patriotic Broadway show based on the Tuskegee Airmen Shoe Fly Regiment. A solid showman who plays piano, guitar, and sings in multiple languages instead of and now, coming to the ring. Who did
This don't seem like a fair fight. You're right about that.
Ladies of the 80s, ooh, ooh. Not those 80s, these ladies. Welcome to the stage, Ida Walker. A talented dancer, singer, and choreographer. Of the vaudeville and Broadway stages, married to famed George Walker of Williams and Walker, Ida traveled the world with the duo shows like Abyssinia, where she played a queen and leading lady. Her famed performance of Salon Dance at the Victory Theater earned her rave reviews from New York critics. And when her husband became ill while touring, Ida would step into his role seamlessly. Thank you, Ida Walker. Coming to the stage is Ciceretta Jones, a world-renowned soprano who trained at the Providence Academy of Music and New England Conservatory of Music. With a vocal excellence at the level of Italian opera singer Adeline Patti, it earned her the nickname the Black Patti. World-renowned, she appeared at Buckingham Palace and received medals from dignitaries that adorned her dresses. One of her highest paid African Americans of her time, she sang for 4 living presidents, and notably on her 4th visit to the White House to sing for President Roosevelt, she was able to enter the front door. Thank you, Ciceretta Jones. Last but not least, we have Maybelle Whitman. Maybelle Whitman is part of the Whitman Sisters' longest-running vaudeville sister act on the Toba circuit. The Whitman Sisters also hired 20 acrobatics, jugglers, singers, and dancers to tour in their long-running show. Maybelle Whitman was the first female manager of any vaudeville act, handling the books and the business for the Whitman Sisters. Thank you, Maybelle Whitman.
Theater Owners Booking Association, known as TOBA.
Also known as Tough on Black Arts.
You ain't lying. It had its ups and downs. Rat-infested hotels, we had to pay out of pocket.
Over 100 theaters, 20 black-owned.
85 beating schedule.
40 TV contracts and steady billing.
They wanted black artists.
And they had black audience.
Everybody who was anybody came from Toba.
That much is true. Cat Calloway.
Counts busy.
At the water.
Bessie Smith.
Fast Wall.
Eubie Blake.
And
The Whitman Sisters.
Toba was not easy, but it's where the best were made.
Black entrepreneurs helped form Toba Circuit.
Their shows help prop up the local economy.
Toba time. That's what we call it.
political music, dance, comedy, and minstrels to put them on people's faces. That's what we did.
It's what we did.
But how did we get there?
How did we get from here to there?
What? Wait.
Paths muddy or clear?
Road long or short?
Both far and near.
One thing you know,
Blackface is here.
I went down to the river, I didn't mean to stay, but there I saw so many gals I couldn't get away. Wheel about and turn about and it's just so. Every time I wheel about I jump Jim Crow.
Can you believe this?
Nothing surprises me.
he looks like a buffoon.
He thinks he looks like us, acting like buffoons.
And they're paying him to blacken his face and dance a jig?
I shouldn't call that thing.
No, I call it this thing.
Hey, they should actually be paying you.
That's right. They should be paying you. And you and me to play our real selves doing songs, dances, and comedy.
What are you saying?
Follow me.
For years, minstrels were performed by all-white acts.
A colored man wasn't allowed to work on a minstrel stage.
Doors were closed,
Slammed in our face.
so we had to prove we could entertain. Welcome to the world stage where anything can happen and everything does.
We here!
Life plays out and goes on. And something better will follow here.
We here!
After years of no,
After no, finally, a colored act was able to perform on the minstrel stage.
my brother James and I first wrote a song together for the children at his school in Florida.
I was principal.
After that performance, I convinced him to move to New York over the summer break to write more songs we could sell. It was slow getting started, but when we met,
Bob Cole.
things picked up. We wrote over 15 songs, shopping them to any producer or singer who would listen. All the time working, I'm thinking about my darling down the road. Across the way, I should have probably wondered if she loves me all the night time, all the day.
Sometimes my heart gets in a mood.
Sometimes my head begins to worry, thinking about Louisiana life. That with the Persian eyes, my eyes, them eyes, they cause my love to rise. By the end of the summer, I had to return to my school in Florida, so I left Bob and Rosamond to pursue and promote our music. When I returned to New York, I was met by several surprises. I was surprised, first of all, at the opulence of Bob and Rosamond, at their clothes, simple in pattern and fashion, but nevertheless expensive, by the dozens of pairs of shoes between the two of them each. By the abundance of their shirts and ties and socks. I felt like a country cousin when I went to see their performance. Their act was unlike anything ever done by outdoor performers. It was quiet, finished, and artistic to the living unit detail. And finding that manifestation, the two of them entered dressed in evening clothes. Rousing seated himself at the piano, he played a pattern of seemingly wet, followed by a rendition of Eubie.
He was a smart businessman with a passion and determination to do right by colors, on and off stage. Now it was slow coming and hard to convince his own people sometimes, but once Located Williams teamed up with things began to change. I mean, he had a musical education beyond anyone we'd ever known. And they started dreaming big. I mean, really big. About where their celebrity and his musicianship could take all of us. Oh, it was such an exciting time for the Walker Williams and Cook trio. Now, on the other side of town, you had Bob Cole and the Johnson brothers, also doing their trio, and both were making music on a mission to move us forward. Oh, it was such an exciting time.
Oh, you might love for red rose, speak to me. Tell me, red rose, that I may
was on the move, making the rounds and Broadway shows where colored people weren't allowed.
Our songs were opening venues and places. They were opening the doors to places we never dreamed of.
And before long, it was getting us through doors we couldn't walk through first.
Whether audiences knew it or not, we here. Our music was popular.
Selling sheet music made good money back in those days. Songs by
William Marion Cook,
Bob Hope,
And the Johnson brothers.
Sat atop the piano benches of high society types.
we were in their homes.
And our sound stirred their hearts.
And by 1898, Corindy, by Marion Cook, Williams, and Walker played the Garden Rooftop at Broadway's Casino Theater.
Soon came their Broadway productions of In the Homie in 1903 and 1904.
Bob Hope and the Johnson brothers' Broadway debut was the Red Hot skit at the Red Moon in 1906.
Our art is finally on Broadway where we belong, and I think we're here to stay.
You know, it took everything, and it was exhausting, but it was an exciting time.
More than a friend, Cole's like a brother. When you're that close, you see things. The struggles the rest of the world doesn't want you to know. But as men, it is nothing to talk about. You just try to be there until the difficult things pass. Most times they do, but sometimes
When my husband George died, I was heartbroken and a widow. But Bert, oh, he was a lost soul. I mean, he's been Williams and Walker so completely for so long. Who he was about Walker, yet to be known.
I pulled myself together and managed a return to vaudeville. They offered me top billing, a sizable salary, and with it, opposition from a group of people who call themselves the white class of America. People who believe that vaudeville was no place for people or women or men of color. They tried to reduce my ability. Walker was alive, he wants to fight it. As for me, what do I care? I managed to sign with the quality all-white show and received a very top billing. Some cast members gave an ultimatum insisting that I be fired. You should have heard the field response.
So here's the thing. I can replace every single one of you except Williams. So if you want to go, you're welcome to leave.
When life seems full of clouds and rain, and me, nothing, and with pain, who soothes my thunder? Nobody. When winter comes with snow and sleet, and me with hunger and cold feet, who says, here's 25 cents? So
me and Bert Williams up for the Follies on Broadway. First duo of its kind, with me a white man and Bert a colored man. We even switched it up and had Bert play the clever straight man while I played the bumbling half-wit. Oh, it wasn't what the audience expected, and that made it hilarious. Some folks gave me a hard time, but I had no problem with it. Bert was a top-tier funny man, and we had a great act. Bert was one of the funniest men I knew, and one of the saddest, too.
I was so happy to see Bert continue to be a success on Broadway and in films. And he was one of the first colors to make an audio recording when it came out in 1912. George would have been so proud of him too. You know, quiet as it's kept, Bert Williams made it possible for George Walker to be the showman he wanted to be. My George would step out on stage, had big old smile and beautiful brown skin. A showman with comic wit, overflowing with charm. Oh, it came easy for him. But Bert, he had the hardest part. Show after show, putting on that charcoal mask, white outline lips. Because Bert wore blackface so well, George didn't have to. But those two, they had a plan to move our people forward towards a better future. But someone had to hold the line and the ties with him. And so Bert Williams did it again and again. Even with George gone, he still continued to do it as one of the first black movie stars. In the 1916, The Gambler, and the lesser-known Lion King, starring Bert Williams and a host of black actors, not as sharecroppers or maids, but as working, educated folk who would get up with their friends for a drink and a night out or a picnic at the park. People enjoying the riches of the world and the company they keep without fear. And what did Bert do? His name in top billing, put on that blackface so the rest of the cast doesn't have to. Well, many of those beautiful brown show folk who in a Bert Williams film, they got their start and went on to make their own theater companies.
I founded the Amusement Company at the Lincoln Theater in Harlem. I was a member of the Anita Bush Players for a few years before I started my own theater called the Ida Anderson Play.
It was a long game, but their plan was a play, and it was moving our people forward.
I'm a writer, a poet, really. Now my brother Rosamond, he's the real musician. He went to the New York Conservatory of Music. Now together, we have something very special. My words, his music. They come together like colors on a palette that suit each other very well. And then you add that voice. The voice that the artist, as it were, painting those beautiful, bright colors into such strokes. And as the creation, the trinity of three evolving into one, my words, his music, and a voice we both there it is. Something special indeed. My brother and I have written hundreds of songs for Broadway. Some you may or may not know. But one of the first songs that we wrote started as a poem that I wrote for a celebration of Lincoln's birthday. When I was principal at Stanley School in Jackson, Florida, we wrote a song in celebration of Lincoln's birthday. I wrote the words, my brother wrote the music, and the song was taught to and sung by a chorus of 500 colored school children. After we moved to New York, the song faded from our memories. But the children kept singing it. They went on to other schools, and they kept singing it. Grew up, they became teachers and had children of their own, and they taught the song them. And this song, within 20 years, this song was being sung all over the South and in some other parts of the country. And this song, known today as the Negro National Anthem, is quite generally used. The lines repay in an elation and almost exquisite anguish when I hear it being sung by a chorus of Negro children.
Hello, hello, yes. Bravo to our wonderful cast, and thank you to our wonderful pianist Langston Philip in the back, our crew led by Fatima, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. We hope that you have enjoyed this learning journey that is the Fab Show, that it's entertaining and educating at the same time. We hope that you will go down the rabbit hole as we did and look up Florence Mills and Ida Walker and Williams and Walker and learn about their legacy and all that they went through so that we can be where we are today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to the Enoch Pratt Library. They have been such wonderful hosts, y'all. To Leslie and Kira, thank you so much for inviting us to be here, Bmore Broadway Live. It has been absolutely our pleasure, and we're so grateful y'all are here.